everyone, this is Melanie on the customer experience team here at Batchbook. Today we're going to go over some searches and lists. There are a few different types of search in Batchbook to discuss, and I want to be sure you guys are aware of all of them. So let's start with the live search. Now on each of these main tabs, there is a live search bar here on the left. The results returned in this search will be specific to the tab you are on, as well as any filters you have set on that tab. So if you're on the Contacts tab and you're filtering for companies, a live search is not going to return any people or to-dos. If your live search isn't returning the results you expect, don't forget you can click this Reset Filters tab right here at any point to clear those filters and give it another try. In the top right corner of this blue banner, you'll be able to access the Advanced Search. This Advanced Search lets you search for any field and any record type, and it's great for finding a contact, communication, to-do, or even a list very quickly. If you're interested in creating a list or report, however, you're going to want to start by either selecting the Advanced Search from this results box, or by clicking the search icon, which is located up here. The first step, of course, is building your list. And we've got some great options to include when you're trying to build a new contact list. There are names, tags, last updated, who created the contact, record type, or even if the record contains a particular custom field set or has an attachment. Lots of choices. Now we've also got down included here all the default fields from the contacts, so you can search by any of that criteria as well. After the contact data, you'll see all of your custom fields. Each of your custom fields will be broken down and have a row for each of the fields in that custom field. Okay, so in this screencast, we'll use the example of a small consulting group who's looking for just one small segment of their clients to reach out to. So let's jump over to the custom fields to talk about a few that we're going to be using in our search. We're going to use the Account custom field, which has an Assign To field which allows us to choose any user on the account as the lead for this client. It's got some other account-specific information as well, but we'll really just be using that lead field. We'll also use the Advanced Clients custom field, which is specific to a group of our clients, both individuals and companies, who have participated in our advanced training series. So in this example, I want to pull a list of our clients who have participated in the advanced training series and are assigned to Bill because he's got a new course he's offering. So we're going to start simple. We're going to go ahead and start with record type is person. I'm starting with the people and not companies because I have a different company-specific offering I'm going to send out to them later. So you'll see that as soon as I press search, I'm getting a nice preview of how many results were returned over here on the right. I could choose to view these results now, but I'm not done fine-tuning my search just yet. What I want to do is add a new field of criteria, so I'm going to click this plus sign right here, which will automatically populate a new and allow me to add more criteria. All right, great. So now we're going to scroll down to the custom field section down here at the bottom and add the field that has advanced clients, status. We'll come back up here and choose contains and current. So this is now going to give me everyone who is a person who has the advanced client status of current. Hit search and I see the results. Not quite everyone I want, so now I'm going to go ahead and click the button here and choose the past customer as well. So now I'm going to be able to look up everyone who was both a past client and a current client. And if I change my mind and don't want to include both of those, I can put the little X right here and hit OK. But for right now, we'll leave it because I want to include both in this particular search. Okay, so we're getting closer, but I still want to drill down even further because don't forget these are coming specifically from Bill. So I want just the clients who he has been the lead for in the past because he has most of the relationship with these folks. So I click the plus sign here and add a whole new set of criteria with that and joiner again. This time I'm going to scroll down and choose account. It's going to have the assign to or lead. Come back here and check bill, hit search, and now the tally is brought up to reflect all those additional contacts. Okay, great. That's about the numbers I was looking for. So now let's take a look at the results by selecting this big green Show Results button. It's going to loop me over here to the Advanced Search Results page. I can sort the results by record name, record type, creation date, or last updated. And if I want to go back to the search criteria because something looks off, I just click the Show Criteria and it'll loop me back. Let's go ahead and hit Show Results and take us back to the results. You can go ahead and save the search as a list. Just give your list a name. And I always think it's a good idea to go ahead and add a description here so that the other folks on your team, or if you're anything like me, even for yourself a couple months down the road, to remember what the list was for. This way you can try to avoid duplicating list or recreating your efforts. If you've already created the list once, you can see in the description what it was for and hopefully just use it again. So now we're going to click Save as List, and your list is saved. And we're brought over here to our list browse page with all of our lists. Now you'll see there are really two types of list. There are lists created automatically for you on import. Those are your created from imports lists. Or those built on a search, such as this one. And in the preview you'll be able to see when the list was last updated, as well as how many records are returned and a breakdown of the record type for each of those records. You can also sort the various lists that you have based on the name of the list or when the list was updated. I mentioned it before, but anytime you import contacts, we'll create a record of that import as a list, and it can be found by clicking where it says Imported. For the imported list or the list built on search, if you click the box next to a list, our batch actions will pop up, and you'll be able to either delete the list, which just deletes the list and the criteria, or you can delete all the contacts on the list as well as the list itself. Of course, I encourage you to use this one with great caution. Pressing the More button will give you some additional information and bring you over to the list detail page. Here, a nice feature is you can add some quick comments to your list. Again, a great way for letting folks on your team know what the list is about and what it's been used for. If you need to double check that criteria one more time, you can click the Show Criteria button here to see what information the list was built on. And then you can click right here, Return to Results, to pop back over to the same page. If you'd like to delete the list but without deleting any of the contacts on it, you can also click this trash can icon. Again, it'll just delete the list and the search criteria used to build the list, but it won't touch any of the contacts on the actual list. To view the list, we'll click on this little icon right here. And to export the list, we'll click on the spreadsheet icon. This next step is going to be the same for both, whether you're just viewing the list or exporting the list. But for either, you'll need to select what data you want to include on the report or the export. So on this list, let's include the name of the contact, their address. Then we're going to click over here to the custom field information, and we're going to include whether or not they are current or past clients, because that's going to change a little bit of how we talk to them in the note. All right, now we just click on Export, and here comes our list. Batchbook lists are dynamic, so they're going to stay up to date on their own. So if you have a new contact that meets this search criteria, the next time you go to access the list, it'll be there. If the contact changes and no longer meets the criteria, then it'll fall off automatically. No need to worry about updating the list, just build it once, and as you edit your records, the list will update on its own. Well, that's a simple tour of our list and reports. I know there's a lot more information there, so if you have any questions, about how to get your data out of Batchbook or how to build the list or search that you're looking for, please just send us an email at help@batchblue.com. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much.